y'all, welcome back. It's Porch Talks with the
Thunder Sisters.
I'm Rena.
And I'm Rochelle.
And hey, we're back on the porch, so I guess we got something to talk about.
Always something to talk about.
So, on today's Porch Talks, we're going to be talking about something kind of interesting happening now.
Wonder what it could be.
Hot news.
I'm pretty sure if anybody has got Facebook, they might know the subject that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so buckle up, get ready, because Porch Talks is starting right now. Okay, y'all, welcome back. As you might have guessed, we're going to be talking about the superintendent
Drama saga.
Yeah, I guess you can call it that. Moreover, most of you all already know that our superintendent put in her notice that she is going to be retiring for our school district. And so there has been some interesting things that has surfaced since then.
It has transpired.
Yes. And some of them we're kind of sad about.
Yep.
Very sad about.
We're pretty sad that our school is going to miss this opportunity to have such an awesome leader and someone that truly cares so much for our children in our school and our community, because he knows our community inside and out. So, but I digress. Here we are.
So we are going to be talking about, let's just say it. We're going to be talking about Ryan Chowning and his departure from our school district and moving on to Alton School District.
In which we find very odd.
We find it odd. We find it sad.
We find it sad, but we find it odd.
Yep. We're very happy for him that he's going to be superintendent of the Alton district. What an accomplishment. We're super, super, super glad for him, happy for him. They're gaining a wonderful superintendent, but we are very sad that he is leaving our district. So I'm going to say this quote because I thought it was just so sweet. It says, "Alton is getting the very best person our school has had for a very long time."
And isn't that true?
That's very true. So, Ryan, congratulations. If you watch this,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
We are very super happy for you, but we are very super sad to see you go.
Exactly.
And with that, we also want to dive into some speculation here, and some just why, you know? There's just been like, why would he leave?
So right now he is in our school district. He is the assistant superintendent. And we've talked about this in other podcasts. Our assistant superintendent isn't in the administration building. I think our head principal is in the administration building. I think she is.
Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we were in there,
but our
she was there.
Assistant superintendent is not in the administration building. Where is he at, Rochelle?
He's in the bus barn.
He's in the bus barn in transportation.
Which seemed very odd. And just to quote somebody, when we had our parents group one time, and everyone knows this started with our parents group
meeting.
We had parents group meetings, and someone said they've stuck him outside in the bus barn. Does that not seem fishy to you? I mean, I can't help but say, yeah, that does. Why would he be there when he's the assistant superintendent? So, just saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
That same person had also said that they didn't think that he would ever be superintendent.
Yeah, that same person said that they thought that he was being buffaloed.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him
strung along.
They gave him that superintendent position to kind of keep him quiet and string him along.
Mm-hmm. And we, in light of the new situation that's come about with him leaving the school district, we can't help but feel that's accurate. We don't know all the inner workings of everything that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan could have very much chose to leave on his own regard.
No, I mean, I believe he left on his own regard, for sure.
Well, yes, but I mean, like he could have chose that before he wanted to actually move to the superintendent spot, is what I'm saying. Or it could be a different way.
I don't think so, because from my sources that I've heard is that he did apply for the superintendent job twice now, and he didn't get it. That's what I've heard. I've not talked directly to anybody that is in the inner workings of things. So,
take it for what it is.
Take it for what it is.
That's what we've heard, that he was trying to be our superintendent, which goes hand in hand.
Would make sense because he's assistant.
When you have a president and a vice president, if the president leaves or something happens, the vice president steps up and into that spot.
I don't know what this voice is, but here we are.
I'm just saying.
It sounds like Count Dracula.
I don't know what it is.
But
Maybe a little bit of Italian.
Make it stop.
Now you've got me in that. Anyways, I'm just saying. Normally that goes hand in hand. Vice goes into the position.
President, yeah.
So you would think that the assistant superintendent, which is pretty much like the vice superintendent, would go hand in hand into the superintendent position.
You would think. But on your note of, okay, if he wanted to just leave the district, right? Which obviously happened. So in that line of thinking, we find it interesting because when all this started, he had made a comment on a friend's Facebook page when we were discussing, I can't even remember what we were discussing, something about the school. And but he had made this comment, and it had said, he said,
I want the very best for Liberty School. I want the very best for that school.
And I bleed red, white, and blue. So somebody that is put a lot of effort into our school.
And even drove nights. He drove in the floods. When we had the big floods, he helped get kids home. He drove all the vans and stuff to get them home where the buses couldn't go. And I mean, he stayed after. He did so much for our school and for our students. So someone that bleeds red, white, and blue and does all of these hours and extra hours and goes the extra mile just up and leave?
Yeah, that's odd.
Things that make you say,
Yeah. So that doesn't make sense in our book. But somebody that is, supposed to be move from assistant to the title of superintendent, and is not going to get that or get a fair shake in getting that, that's kind of our line of thinking.
Well, yeah.
Of course you would leave, because why would you stay? You cannot go up.
You're going to be staying in the the assistant superintendent.
But it's not even like, I don't even know that they're utilizing him as a
superintendent,
a vice superintendent, because he's in transportation, which he, listening to going to that meeting and just going back, and because we read meeting minutes and stuff like that that's happening with the school. And so when you read those things, you understand, like, he's very competent at his job. He's very good at his job. He knows what he's talking about, and he knows what he's doing. And he clearly steps up and drives the school buses himself when there's nobody else to do it, which is exactly what you want to see in a boss. You want to see a boss that's going to get down in the trenches with you when you need their help. So, I mean, you can clearly see that. But why was he there? He was very good at his job, but why was he there? Why wasn't a transportation manager hired?
Why was he stuck in the bus barn? That's the question, right?
Yes.
One can speculate that maybe he didn't go along with everything that was presented to him, or the agenda that was presented to him. One could speculate those sorts of things.
Yeah, pure speculation, but
one could speculate. Just throwing some things out there on why he may not be being utilized as the vice superintendent.
Yeah.
The way that they should be utilizing him.
Well, and considering, he was a phenomenal principal for the middle school. So I definitely feel like he could have been utilized way better, because he can talk to people. He's very good at talking to people. And so, it was definitely a disservice sticking them out there in the bus barn. And
I don't know what all the bus barn entails. I'm just going to say it bluntly. I don't know what all that job entails. And maybe they just needed somebody's help to help run it and organize it. But it shouldn't have been him. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have been our vice superintendent that was the organizer of the bus barn.
Yeah. And, managing the bus barn, that probably wasn't an easy task.
There is supposed to be a bus barn manager.
Well, yeah, there was. There always had been.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the superintendent.
Because it used to be.
And also something I checked on, because I was just curious one day. And I went around and looked on the websites of all of our area schools just to see the different hats that assistant superintendents wore, because I was curious, because he has a lot of hats, because he's got more than just transportation.
We
can't remember all of them right now, but there's several. And but I looked on different area schools, and none of them had as many hats as him, for one thing, and for two, transportation wasn't one of them. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. So, hats off to him for all the many hats and roles that he played and done well.
I just feel so bad for him. He should, as someone that bleeds red, white, and blue, and someone that's put their heart and soul into this job, and just going the extra mile, to not be automatically given the role that he has deserved. I feel bad. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I feel happy for him that he's going somewhere that he probably will be much more appreciated and valued. I'm just saying. By administration.
Well, and also, just thinking from his position, he doesn't live in Alton. So, that's quite a drive for him to have to make too. So,
who knows? They may make a move. I don't know.
But that it just still is just a lot of unfairness, I feel like.
Well, and then, the Facebook post came out about him, about the about the superintendent
retiring.
Yeah. And everybody was on that post just praising Ryan, and
that's
someone
true.
said, Isn't it a given that it would be Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it a given that he would be the next in line? He's the vice.
Mm-hmm.
He's the assistant.
Yeah.
So isn't it a given?
That was all. I mean, obviously that was what community members, parents, that's what we thought who should get the role of superintendent. And I thought it was super sweet because he had went on there and thanked everyone for commenting. But it's sad because,
But here we are.
Here we are.
We're losing him.
Yeah. So now, so I guess we want to say, we doubt Ryan will ever watch this. But if a family member watches it, tell him how much we appreciate all the hard work and dedication that he did to our school district.
For our school district.
Mm-hmm.
And for being someone that you could actually talk to.
Yep. Yeah.
I know many of our parents reached out to him.
Mm-hmm.
So during our time,
And I think because he was a principal over the middle school, many parents we have talked to has commented because Mrs. Heine is the principal now, and they very much liked him as principal versus her as principal. So I mean, and that shows a lot, I think.
So here we are.
Okay, moving on
to the actual posts, or what?
Do you want to read the post or no?
I don't think we really need to.
I don't think we really need to. Yeah.
I think everyone, all you guys, if you haven't seen them, go on.
We'll share them on our Facebook page. And while you're there, follow us.
Go to our YouTube channel and follow us.
That's right.
We need more subscribers.
Yep. So we have made 50. Woohoo! We've made 50 subscribers, so we're super happy about that. And we're hoping at some point we'll be able to go live on YouTube. And
we would have went live today, but it still says that it's pending. So
yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, you have to pin your eligibility and all that.
Yeah.
So
okay. Moving on to the next thing. Who do we think will be the next superintendent? Because Ryan obviously isn't.
One might speculate,
but I've heard a rumor.
Oh, really?
I have heard a rumor. And as we are not the gossipy type and want to go into gossip, we do think this rumor is important to at least talk about, because I went and I confirmed this rumor with other people because I wanted to make sure it was a rumor that more than one person had heard because 2 or 3 witnesses confirms a thing. And I did that. So the rumor is that Miss Tammy Heine will be the next superintendent.
Tammy Heine?
Mm-hmm. That is the rumor.
Holy biscuits.
Holy biscuits is right. And I will tell you, and you can comment below your thoughts and opinions on this, and but like I said, we've talked to several parents. And if that is the choice, it is my opinion, as listening to actual parents, that would be a stupid choice. And I'll tell you why. Because numerous parents do not like her.
Yeah, and numerous students have complained about her.
Mm-hmm.
Numerous students complained about her.
Yep.
I mean, we've had students come up to us from the school to complain about her.
Yes. I think parents would not, man, you think we're gaslit now. I would hate to see it after that. But which might be coming in the near future, but we hope not.
Well, I really was going to speculate Jester. So,
Yeah.
I really was leaning towards Angie Jester. So, that's who I was leaning towards for the next superintendent.
I really thought that I really think it probably will be Angie. I would hope, because she, at least you can talk to her, from what we hear. You know, like, I mean, you could at least, I think, like, she would be the better choice, because, I mean, numerous parents have got into it with Mrs. Heine and have been shown zero respect and have been
have pulled their children
pulled their children out because of her. So I'm just saying, if she gets superintendent, there's probably going to be a mass exodus. You think that people have been homeschooling their kids now because of the way the school is structured and ran? There will be probably a very big mass exodus if she gets superintendent. But I do foresee her possibly getting assistant superintendent. I do see that. And if that happens...
I'm just going to say, I would rather it be neither of them, just because we've already seen the ladder climb. So, in my opinion, I'd rather it be neither of them. So.
Well, we've already seen the nepotism and the way family members are hired, and I'm sure that will continue.
That 100% will continue.
So, I mean, it is concerning.
That's why I say I'd rather it be neither of them, because we've already seen nepotism when it comes to that the other candidate.
Yeah. So everybody's related to everybody, and like Miss Irma says, this is treated like a family business rather than a public, you know. So here we are.
Family affair.
So I mean, I don't personally have anything against Angie.
I don't have anything against her, but we know that Katie Shockley was hired, right? And she is her sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So there's that little tidbit.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I do think because like she will be hired, if she's hired in as superintendent, her husband works there. Her sister-in-law works there. You know, I don't know what other family members work there. I can't think of all of them now. We have them all wrote down, but but it's just, I don't know.
We have to pull up our list.
It seems just a little
too much. Too many family affairs.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to reprimand your husband. You're gonna have to, you know, if you had to do that, or you're gonna reprimand your sister-in-law. You know, like I already thought it was pretty kind of crazy that she is over, like, she's the head principal and then her sister-in-law is assistant principal, and so like that's super like a conflict of interest. But now if she goes into being principal or a superintendent, now we're over even more family members.
Yeah,
I don't know, that seems kind of dicey. That's just my thoughts on it.
I don't know.
Because
maybe she's an Iron Maiden and just can go through and just reprimand her family.
I don't know. It just seems, but also not only reprimanding, then you've got the favoritism situation that's thrown in there. How are you gonna, like, when you're hiring, I mean, or Mrs. Shockley gonna go? Is she gonna move up into head principal position? That seems unfair. I mean, is that what's going to happen?
Well, yeah, and the fact that she's only been at Birch Tree for a year.
Yeah.
And Birch Tree is just now trying to get used to this.
Are we going to pull in another family member to go over that position? I mean, I don't know. It just... I don't know.
Getting interesting.
I just don't know. I just think it's... I don't know.
I have nothing against any of these people because I don't know them from Adam, to tell you the truth. The only one that I kind of know, sort of, is Lana, and I don't really know her except for in the superintendent position. So,
well, I mean, we know of them, right?
yes.
So like, you know, we've went to several churches, and we've been in conferences and stuff, and we've seen these people. It's a small town. We've seen these people in church. We've seen them at events, and different things like that.
You would know them more than I.
Yeah.
But because I don't go to as many events
you
as
don't
what
know people unless you're in
their lives.
So, you know, it's like, we're not trying to say that they're bad people. We're just trying to say, from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like it's a very good idea to set somebody over the district who has multiple family members inside the district.
It just doesn't mesh well with us, right? It just doesn't sit well with our hearts.
Yeah.
So.
Because if you're favoring your family members, which I feel like that's very much what happened with getting when they created the head principal position for this school year, and then they created the assistant principal positions. So hiring in her sister-in-law,
and they can say what they want, but we know that there was a qualified person that applied for that job.
Yes, who had her full credentials and had them for a while.
So,
and we also know, because obviously it took her many more hours than what they said, because she just now got it completed, got their certificate submitted January 6th or 8th. So she just now got it completed and on the DESE website in January.
Yeah.
So, but we knew there was somebody also that had just a few hours, was missing just a few hours?
Yeah, she was missing like one class.
Yeah, from being shy of having her administration license or certificate. And then we know somebody else that had applied for that position also. And so like, there were more qualified people to.
And of course, we asked those questions.
Principals.
We asked those questions when we spoke to the superintendent, and she wanted to know who exactly these people were. But we're not going to say that. Why would we say that? Because we did not want anybody singled out. We thought, well, that will single them out, and if they work in the school district, then they'll really be singled out.
Besides, lady, you did the hiring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were there.
You know, we're not dumb. You know there's more than one person that applied for that position. Come on now. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, it's a small town, dudes. Small town gossip. You hear it.
Which, I mean, honestly, like, Wade was assistant principal over Mountain View already.
Yeah.
So he could have applied for all we know. Like, I don't know. You know, there was more than one person that applied. We know that for a fact, Jack. So, you know, take it for what you will, but definitely favoritism happened, and now we're where we are at, and I foresee it continuing.
Mm-hmm. Along with the superintendent job.
Because they're all enmeshed. Like, this whole network of admins and board members, and we've got all of our kids and our wives and all the things.
They're all
very
intertwined.
enmeshed. And from the structure that Dr. Christensen built, because we know how that works, because we went through the paperwork of his last school. And we seen exactly how he built his network, and it was enmeshed.
Just like he's done here.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, all the administration was enmeshed.
Yeah, the structure is here. It came here from him. And and then you also seen where where board members and him work together, and because like how do you get what you want, right? So like this is just,
oh no, we're going there.
so how do you get what you want? You get somebody to agree to you, and they compromise their rules and standards that they have laid out for their policies and procedures, right? So, and then guess what?
Just showing the inner workings of the web.
Well, I mean, we went through this already with that, and we have a whole video on that paperwork. But I'm just giving you a quick rundown here. So board members started compromising. They started hiring family members for bogus positions. They started, they were supposed to get like 3 bids from outside companies, and they would go with the bid that the board member was owner of. So favoritism. Okay. They, again, hired family members and started getting enmeshed. Because how do you control?
Yeah, how do you hide your networks of crimes that you're committing? You get enmeshed.
You get enmeshed.
And you get everyone involved.
And you get one over on somebody, and somebody compromises here, and somebody compromises there, and then it's just a snowball effect.
You get everybody involved.
Everybody's involved.
Yep. Slowly but surely,
So,
one by one, everybody has to jump on board, or they're kicked to the curb. Just saying.
These are our thoughts and opinions.
Again,
Take for them what you will.
It's purely speculation.
Purely speculation. But we went and read, how many pages was that document? Oh my gosh, it was
forever.
several pages. And we didn't even get all the way through it, I don't think. We just hit highlights of it.
No, we couldn't get all the way through it.
But we did a whole video on it if you want to go back and watch it on the ex-superintendent,
We're
Dr.
just saying that
Christensen.
the networking is there. Behind the scenes. It has been set up.
It would seem, right? Because once you can, it's like once you can see the playbook of the things that happened and occurred, and you're like, when you read it and you're like, oh wait, I can see that's happening in our school. And then you read the next point and you're like, oh, I can see that's happening
Well,
here.
he implemented several things from that school to this school, like the drive time and all of that. Like he came in and changed some of the structures that we had set in place.
Yeah.
So,
when you can see like the outline of the way he did things, and you can kind of see some of the things that's happened in our school, 2 + 2 = 4. Okay. Every day of the week. So.
But on a happier note, we're happy about the new board members.
Oh, the election?
Yes.
Yes, we haven't talked about that. So I guess we can go ahead and talk about it. Yeah, we are happy.
I'm just trying to lighten it up a little bit. We're very happy that they're...
And that's for the next video. So come back. Here are our thoughts and opinions on that for what it's worth. But, there are some things that we are concerned about. And I guess we'll just have to watch them unfold just like everybody else and see what's going to happen, because...
See who's the next superintendent.
Who's the next superintendent?
Vice or assistant superintendent.
Yep. But I highly suggest, if it were me, and, my child isn't in that school and district anymore, but if my child was in that school district, I would probably be writing the now superintendent and maybe the board members, if you did or you didn't want certain people as your superintendent.
You can find,
or even vice superintendent.
you can find their emails on the page, on the Mountain View Birch Tree School District page.
Oh, yeah.
Of all the board members, if you would like to contact them and write them.
Yep. Because your voice matters. You should have a say. Obviously, we didn't get a say. That, you know, one of our very best assistant superintendent is going to be leaving our district. We didn't get a say in that.
And we didn't get a say about our assistant principal. We didn't get a say about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Now we are getting more things given to us.
And like
more breadcrumbs. More breadcrumbs.
Yeah, but okay, wait. Going back to the Ryan thing. You know, I'm happy he's gonna be superintendent at Alton.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
He deserves to be appreciated and valued.
Yes. Yeah. And but going back to what we were just talking about.
Breadcrumbs.
Going back to that. Do I think it's good they're giving us an opinion on different projects that need to happen inside our school? Absolutely. I'm very happy they put that out. But how much are they, you know, like how much are they going to value that opinion?
Mm-hmm.
Like me personally, Birch Tree ain't getting a gym. They ain't. Honestly, because I think that, I mean, I do still think that the plan is still to merge the school districts, and I think that'd be counterproductive to build us a gym, which is going to be a lengthy process and a lot of money to make it FEMA approved.
Yeah, so and once a FEMA building it goes up, then they don't move it, right? Something like that. So why would they do that?
Yeah.
So we already know that we pretty much know that was kind of a bogus throw-in.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there have been community members that have asked for that.
Now, if it happens, we will eat our words.
Absolutely.
We will come on here and we will praise the school and praise whoever made that decision. But
which might be in help to some of the board members we're getting. So, but that's for next video.
Next time.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.